Hey, hello, and welcome, rookie card collecting friends. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an episode that I had the privilege to be on with Sports Card Live with Jeremy Lee. I was able to be on a Saturday night's show. We had a great time, deep discussion on the issue of the rookie card, and does it still matter? I guess was the topic of discussion, and we were able to really dissect and really get into some deep conversations on the subject. I decided to share it with you here. Hope you enjoy it. I hope you check out Jeremy Lee. I'll leave a link to the entire video in the description. You need to subscribe to Jeremy Lee's Sports Cards Live. If you haven't, you are missing out. I'm sure if you're subscribed to me, you're subscribed to him. But in the event that you're not, please consider checking out his channel. It's a great channel, one of my favorites. Here's the episode. I hope you enjoy.
All right. We have other matters at hand, guys. And so we're going to bring on Victor, the rookie card specialist from the True RC's YouTube channel, a great YouTube channel. I'm sure you're all already subscribed to him, watching his insightful videos. And then Leighton Sheldon's going to come on. Leighton did advise me that he's going to have to keep his visit a little bit shorter than I thought. So with that, we'll probably keep Victor on longer. Hence, I don't mind starting Victor a few minutes late. Victor, I see you down there. Are you ready to join us? He's good to go. All right, guys. Stukes likes Victor right there. The professor, thank you. And 902 says 8990 Topps O-Pee-Chee has always been condition sensitive, tough to get a 10. Yeah, no doubt. DR, I wonder if the same grader gets specific big cards and they make it harder to get a 10 because they judge it against all they want. So grading on a curve is what Dylan's saying here. Maybe that's what's happening. I appreciate all the suggestions, guys. That's why I said there could be things going on. Let's bring out Victor, the rookie card specialist, True RCs. Victor, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good, Jay Lee. Thank you, man. Josh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Victor.
Yeah, you're from the Midwest. I am from Midwest also. I live in Northwest Indiana.
Oh, nice. Oh, we're close. I'm in Chicago.
Okay, yep. Right. And so a couple of disclaimers, Jay Lee, before we start. I caught a bad cough yesterday. I'm a little under the weather, but I got cough drops. I say all of that if I get a cough attack, I'm going to mute myself, if you don't mind.
Got it.
All right.
Good stuff. Well, welcome to the show, Victor. So listen, we're having you on tonight. You've heard me say, and let's just get into it, right? You've heard me say several times that, I'm just not as enamored by the rookie card as I once was. I love rookie cards up until about 1995 or so, somewhere in there. And then I'm enamored by rare parallels and inserts and rookie year cards. So I'm a big fan of the RY. That's what I collect for, let's say, modern forward. But 89 backwards, if I can call that vintage, and I know not a lot of people, but anyway, 89 backwards, the rookie card is of the utmost importance. Just look behind me. All these paintings on the wall, they are all rookie cards. So, now your whole mission of your channel is to really protect the sanctity of the rookie card. So I want to start by asking you, how do you feel about what you've heard me say in the last little bit? Have I offended you at all? Have I disappointed you? Or is it more one of those, you're entitled to your approaches? But I'm curious because I want to have that conversation. I want it to be open and honest.
Yeah, thanks, Jay Lee. I don't, when I first started this venture in 2020, when I started my YouTube channel, I came across a little authoritative, and a comment like that probably would have triggered me, and I probably would have defended the rookie card and my stance on it. But I've come to the acknowledgement that I have to speak as my opinion. And I've kind of learned and grown into that, listening to the comments left on my channel, that sort of thing. And I've kind of evolved into, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? And you're entitled to yours, Jay Lee. And I can see you being probably not as passionate about the rookie card, and there's a lot of good reasons for it. I mean, it has evolved into a debacle, in my opinion, anyways. And so I can see why somebody would not like take your stance that you have. So no, it doesn't offend me. I respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. And I tell everybody nowadays is that this is how I do it. This is what I believe. This is my philosophy on the rookie card. I can't expect everyone to buy in. Now, what I have noticed as I've taught my philosophy on rookie cards is there's a lot of people that are saying, man, you know what? Maybe I do need to rethink this thing, because what you're saying is making a lot of sense. And I have got testimonial after testimonial, Jay Lee, on people thanking me that their entire approach to rookie cards has changed. And the reason why is because there is the waters have been muddied. The rookie card has been diluted in a sense. I don't know if that happened by design. I don't want to accuse manufacturers of anything, or it happened organically. I can't put my finger on it. But what I can put my finger on is that it's very, very confusing. When I left the hobby and came back and started wrapping my head around rookie cards back in 2014, I had a lot of prior experience in the hobby, and I found myself totally lost on rookie cards. And for example, I went on eBay very early on when I came back, and players had 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 years worth of listings, all of them saying that they were rookie cards. And I found that really, really confusing. I can only imagine what a novice feels like when they come in. And I just have this unction that the rookie card has been exploited. They have reduced I don't want to say the meaning of a rookie card has been reduced for profit. And that's the very definition of exploitation. And so we have to, I feel the hobby now has to, we have to go back to the basics. And what I've done is kind of unpack the rookie cards of old. I've dusted them off, and I've kind of updated some, because some of them were outdated, but some of them were core. Yeah. And I held on to those. And then I brought in the guidelines set by the Players Association in 2006. And I kind of merged the two and created this hybrid version so that I can bring better lines of clarity, so I can bring better understanding and wrap my head around a current athlete that has 3,000 cards or more produced of him and or her, and the hobby says that they're all rookie cards. Well, I have a tendency to disagree with that.
Yeah. And I think that's fair. I mean, I think we all recognize that the base is typically the rookie card. Any parallels or inserts, any parallels of the base are not true rookie cards. To me, they're good enough, though. You know, they're good enough. And then you got inserts, which are another level. They're rookie year cards. Oftentimes, they're better. Better is a weird word. They're maybe more interesting. They're more beautiful, better designed. So, you know, we often tend to go towards what we like to look at. Some of us do. And then some of us say, no, I'm just going to stick with rookie cards. But let's talk to Josh, because I know Josh collects basketball, football. He collects hockey, and he collects inserts, and he collects rookies. So Josh, where do you fall in as far as this whole rookie card? It's not even, I don't know, Victor, is it a debate? Is it just a topic of discussion? But Josh, where do you fall as far as the importance of the RC designation for a modern or an ultra modern card?
So I don't collect any modern or ultra modern cards.
But you collect 90s. You collect
90s and vintage stuff, because vintage stuff is very easy to delineate what the rookie card is. You know, Mantle's 51 Bowman's is a rookie card. Page's 48 Leaf is his rookie card. I know people say the Bowman is, but the Leaf is the first one. So I think it's easy to delineate what the rookie card is. And Victor's right. You've got so many different products coming out in modern, ultra modern stuff. Which one is the true rookie card for a player? And, which it's very confusing for someone coming in. How do you know? Before today, I did a little prep, and I'm looking at like modern stuff. Like, what if I want a Patrick Mahomes rookie card? Like, there's like 80,000 of them. Like, which one's his true rookie card? Like, I don't know. There's like 15 have like that RC symbol. But you know what Johnny Bench's rookie card is? Someone mentioned that in the chat. That's why I said Johnny Bench. But Ernie Banks, you know what Bobby Hull's rookie card is. You know Joe Sakic's rookie card. You know, which is Connor McDavid's real rookie card? Is Young Guns? I would say is Young Guns. You know?
Well, yeah, I mean, when in modern times, when whether it's Upper Deck or Panini or Topps puts out 20 sets of each sport, they're going to have 20 rookie cards, typically speaking, 20 true rookie cards. And Victor, have you ever done a deep dive into like taking all of those, the rookie card from all of the sets that come out each year for any sport and saying there's one of the 20, there's only one that can be like either the best, or I've heard people use the word true, which doesn't make any sense to me. I think there can be many true RCs. 1% really is what I look at. But do you think, is there any merit to organizing the true rookie from each of these 20 sets per sport per year into a hierarchy, or is there one that's the most important, or are there several?
Yeah. Well, and that's where I have found a lot of different, wide variety of opinion, Jay Lee. And this is why I emphasize so much on education, because I think we can all agree that the rookie card has evolved. But there's a lot of wrong thinking on what a true rookie card is. We can ask the comments right now in the chat, what is your definition of a true rookie card? And we'll probably get a wide variety of answers. And I think this is a fundamental starting point that we have to come to, because I have been told that the true rookie card is the first card that's ever printed of a player. Now, that might have worked prior to 1981. But nowadays, that's very, very difficult. And that's how come we have some collectors that will argue with me that the Sports Illustrated nowadays is the first true rookie card. But it's unlicensed. When you look at the back of those cards, they are unlicensed. And some might tell me, well, in baseball, it's the first Bowman. That's the true rookie card because it's the first one ever printed. But if you look at that one is partially licensed as well. And there's reasons for that, but you know, the mindset that it's the first card released, I don't think we can use that anymore. I've also been told that it's the one that has the Topps brand. The Topps brand is the only true rookie card, and that's scary to even say that. I just cringe when I hear that one. Also, it's the most desired card of a player. Well, that's really hard to measure, and that's very subjective.
And somewhat elitist as well, right? Because the best is going to be the most expensive, so only the elite can afford it.
Right. And that's the problem that I'm having with some of these beliefs, these mindsets that we've created as collectors on what a true rookie card is. But my definition of a true rookie card, Jay Lee, if you would allow me to dive into that a little bit, is it's a trading card featured within the base set, right? It's manufactured and distributed by a fully licensed card manufacturer. It features an athlete once that athlete has debuted at the highest level of competition within their respected sport. Now, half of that definition that I just gave you is the hobbies, core hobbies, values that we have over the years, and the other half is the definition of what the Players Association said, who just so happens to be the legal authority on the matter, because nowadays we have NIL, and nowadays the waters are being muddied with NIL. If I were to show you a list of Caitlin Clark Topps product that was created, it's into the thousands before she even debuted into a pro game. Well, a lot of collectors believe that all of those cards are rookie cards. Her in an Iowa State uniform, not licensed by the Players Association, not licensed by the league, which is the highest level of competition. And everybody thinks that they're all rookie cards, and they all shouldn't be rookie cards. And that's how come I've taken the liberty. I've created a system that kind of helps us filter
filter through the madness, right?
Filter through the fluff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. There's lots of that. Orlando says rookie cards are confusing for modern cards. So glad that we have Victor to help us along. Yeah, well said. Well said from Orlando there. We're going to go through some comments right now, guys, really quick here. Clemente Collector says Johnny Bench 69 is the best Rookie Cup trophy of all time. I love that card also a lot. Bobby Burrell, good evening to you. Victor is our rookie card. Victor. Hockey99 says Jeremy has converted me away from being a rookie card or bust collector. The rookie card is still important, however. That's exactly how I feel. Like, I still think it's important. And I still collect them, but it's not or bust for me anymore. Mookie Chilson says, Victor, one of my faves playing hurt tonight. Clemente Collector is happy we're having you on, Victor. Very nice. Robert Scott says, most rookie cards are not a player's best looking card. I think that's true and an interesting way to look at it for sure. But it's just, especially someone mentioned the Pete Rose. We'll get to that in a moment here. T-Dot says, Modern has diluted the rookie card because there's just so many. Yep. Hobby Champ says, I love rookie related cards over none. I like that they have a permanent differentiator to the essentially infinite aspect of non-rookie cards. I think I understand that comment, but I don't know for sure. Tim Kingston says, agree with you, Clemente, about the Johnny Bench. Yeah. And so does Orlando agree with that. Terry Fortune says, is there a worse rookie card than the Pete Rose, the 60 tops? Josh, what's your problem, Josh? Speak up.
I was muted. That's an awesome card. I love the Pete Rose rookie card. It's awesome. You got 4 floating heads. It's awesome. That whole set's great.
I love it too. I love it because of how funny it is, right? Yeah, Victor's nodding as well. It's a very divisive card. I've heard, Terry Fortune's in the first person I've seen say it's like one of the worst rookie cards ever. I love that card. The yellow, the blue, the red, then those 4 floating heads, the Pete Rose. Like, that's what they did. I love it because that's what they wanted to do back in the day. It's on brand with the rest of the 63 top set with the circles in the corner. I think it's a great looking card. That said, his 64 is probably my favorite Pete Rose card. I love his second year card. To me, I love first solo cards, whether it's Nolan Ryan, Johnny Bench, or Pete Rose. I love all those, but I also love their rookie cards. Clemente Collector says, junk rookie era. If you use that, Victor, I want a royalty, the junk rookie era. There's so much of that lingo going around. Chad Shipper, what's going on? Good evening
Chad.
to you. Nuba says, junk rookie era. Yeah, there's another comment like that. Dylan says, Victor, have you ever argued with ChatGPT about rookie card debates, Victor?
I did. I actually made a video on ChatGPT and rookie cards.
And what can you give us the quick, what do you call it, the Cliff Notes down in the US? Give us the quick Cliff Notes on that.
It actually it impressed me, actually. It actually spelled out the different arguments that are out there, but it didn't pick a side as to who's right and who's wrong.
It didn't pick. I love it. The AI did not pick a side. That's good. Clemente says, I feel bad for Victor. This whole thing's a mess. Yeah. Victor, let me ask you that. Like, you bit this off as your mission, your content mission is how I see it. Are you having second thoughts? And I want to mention now with that I watched your latest drop where you were kind of questioning the whole hobby content world. And if you wanted to, I think if you wanted to really continue with it, and thankfully at the end, you got to get through that whole video. You're like, yes, I'm still here. I'm going to still be here. But do you feel like you're too narrow in your scope of content? Has that caused you any challenges? Do you plan to widen that scope at all? Or is there enough meat on that rookie card bone to keep you going and keep your channel as focused as it is?
There's enough meat on the bone for me to continue, only because as more and more sets are released, it seems like more and more product is being released every single year. And there's more and more questions that are being asked of me through content or through the comments that I get, feedback, I should say. But no, there's, a lot of times, Jay Lee, that in that video is, it just depends on how busy I am and what I'm doing in life. And I'm trying to create content and I'm trying to balance everything in life. And it's just like, sometimes you get a little tired, but I like to reflect on and just be transparent as a content creator and be a little bit authentic on kind of where I'm at, kind of where I'm feeling. And I like talking those things through sometimes. And, but no, I'm not thinking about quitting. It's not, I'm just really passionate about the topic. And no, there's plenty of meat on the bone.
What do you think about the state of hobby content right now?
Yeah, that was probably more where my feelings were. I get really discouraged sometimes with the scandals. It's like scandal after scandal after scandal, and it seems like if you're not talking about the scandals, or if you're not talking about how you spent $500,000 at a card show, and your videos don't gain much traction. But if you throw Jeff Wilson under the bus or you throw Jeremy Lee under the bus, oh man, those videos, they and that's just disheartening sometimes, man. It just gets under my skin sometimes, and I can't do nothing about it.
Well, except just not watch it. Just don't click on. Right? That's what we can all do. We talk about we've been talking like this for years now. We curate our collections. We can curate the content that we consume as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say happy Saturday to Kinger. Gordon Morrison, welcome to the show. And Rock Latex says, dang, this guy's really passionate about rookie cards. And then I want to bring up this comment here from Hobby Champs and get your thoughts because, and sorry, I'm covering your face right now, Victor. Let me read this out. Hobby Champs says, where I disagree with Victor on rookie cards is that manufacturers, unions, and or players associations have any say in what is and isn't a rookie card. They release cards. We, the hobby, decide what to call them. Now, Victor, I got to say, I love that comment from Hobby Champs. I agree, because if you go back in time, card companies didn't care about rookie cards. Like they cared. They included them. They wanted the players in them. But it wasn't really until price guides and checklists like came about and Dr. Beckett started issuing his magazines that the rookie card became an actual thing that was important. I believe that occurred in around the 70s. When I started in the hobby in the 1980, rookie cards were a thing. I was aware of them. But to me, I agree. I don't like the fact that we give the league, or we give players associations, or we give the card companies the power to tell us what a rookie card is. I may be swayed on this. So with that said, and Hobby Champs agree, before we go to Victor, let's go to Josh. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
So you have a good point. Back in like the 1890s and early 20th century cards, the hobby didn't put out. The manufacturer were gum companies, cigarette companies, candy companies. The hobby decided what the rookie card was. Like the hobby, like Mickey Mantle's first card is his 51 Bowman. That's his rookie. 52 Topps is his first Topps card. But the hobby considers the Bowman as the rookie card. For stuff for 1890 stuff, Christy Mathewson's rookie. Cy Young's rookie card. The hobby decides what that is. That's a great point what that person just said. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah. Now we're going to go to Victor, because Victor has gone. He has sort of given that power, I think, to a degree, Victor, to those entities. And at the end of the day, I'm sure you have a very logical reason for it. So can you just sort of speak to that side of the discussion?
Yeah. Well, and that is how it all started. And I've had many conversations with our mutual friend, Dr. Beckett, on this topic. And he will attest that throughout the years, all he was doing, he wasn't really making the decisions, but he was really getting the feedback from the hobby and what the hobby had determined to be the rookie card. The problem is, and he'll even attest to this, is that he started
I just want to say, I've heard him say that. So, backing up what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But what he'll also tell you is that he started to notice that some dealers had agendas. And he started to say, wait a minute here. And so he had to take all of that into consideration and kind of carve out what rookie card guidelines were. And then we had, and it seemed like he attested that once he got it figured out what a rookie card was, it seems like the card manufacturers would do something drastic to kind of oppose what had already been established. So it was like a moving target, and it was very difficult to keep up with. But then the Players Association came in, and they kind of wanted Dr. Beckett out of the way. They wanted to be the ones that dictated what a rookie card was. But in hindsight, I really don't blame the Players Association, because they were getting a lot of tension. There was a lot of consumer confusion, because what card manufacturers were doing was playing gimmicks as to who can be the first one to release a card. And they were putting in 50 prospects into a set.
Yeah.
Prospects that never made it to the major leagues, and they were putting them into sets, and that number kept growing and growing. And it was like they would, they used the Topps Update and the Topps Traded sets, and just trying to cheat the system, because they knew the first one to market with the rookie card was going to be the winner.
So listen, without going through the whole history, because I want to direct people to True RC's YouTube channel. Go to Victor's go to his channel, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, and you'll hear him talk through the history of these things on a few different occasions. It's really great. If you could just fast forward, Victor, to kind of like what your thoughts are. And what you're doing is you're setting the context for why they took over. How do you feel about that? Because, I don't love it. Josh doesn't love it. The chat, I think it was Hobby Champs, doesn't love it. What do you think? Is it all we have, or would you like to see an evolution from there? Where do you sit with this situation as it currently is?
As it currently is that if the Players Association would have held true to what they established, things wouldn't be as confusing as they are today. But they've kind of set the rules and they walked away from it. There's no accountability. There's no, like you had on the guy from Upper Deck last week, or maybe it was the week before, I don't remember. Well, what they're planning on doing with 24-25 Upper Deck stature, they're going to have a dual rookie class. In my opinion, the Players Association should be jumping in there and saying, no. But they just let them do whatever they want to do. There's no accountability, or nobody does checks and balances on all of that. And so card manufacturers do whatever they want to do. And
it's one of those things, right, Victor, where they set some rules, and then the creative at the card companies find ways to exploit it for profit. Now when I say for profit, I don't say that with any derogatory connotation. I mean, if we don't understand yet that Topps, Upper Deck, Panini are in the card business for profit, then we're kidding ourselves. You have to understand that they're all only in this for profit, to fee, right there, so their employees can get a paycheck, and that they can pay, and their shareholders can get a dividend. That's what that level of the hobby is all about. So I don't blame them for trying to maximize shareholder return, trying to maximize profit so that they can hire more staff, grow, and pay the staff. I think that's all, that's just the way the world works. I don't have an issue with that. And then we as collectors, as hobbyists, we can pick and choose what we like. And there is a bevy of selection for us, which I think is great. I think that in itself is great. But you're right. Yeah, they get the rules and then they exploit them for profit. And anything else you can say to that?
Yeah, no, they come real close to crossing the line, but they really don't. What they do is they create this like gray area, and it becomes muddied waters. And it's like, let's not look to comply. Let's look for a way around. Let's look for a loophole to get around the rules. And I just think that, Jay Lee, I think the bigger problem is that over the years, the hobby's evolved into that rookie card rules are no longer important. But that's a thing from the past. That's not needed today. And slowly but very surely, the rookie card guidelines of old and new have been forsaken. We just forget about that. That doesn't matter. And what is turned into, you decide what a rookie card is. A rookie card is whatever you think it is. And that's flawed thinking, man. And that's how come things are so confusing today.
You are muted, Josh, if you're going to say something.
I would say that absolutely. Victor have a great point on that, on the modern stuff, but I do think in the vintage world, especially in pre-1900 stuff, the hobby decided what the rookie card was, because there were several different, but we're only talking about modern stuff here. I agree with you 100%. I think you're right. They totally blurred the lines, because you're right. They just want to make money. And,
Yeah. And a lot of my content deals more with 2006 to present.
Yep.
Vintage.
That's what the confusion is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, even in the 80s when we had Donruss and Fleer enter the scene, there's only 3 rookie cards per player in most cases in that era. So it's not very confusing. And it's not even confusing into the early 90s. It really gets confusing. Well, it gets more and more confusing as time goes by. And now it's pretty much kind of out of control, I think you could say. But lots of options, again, for the community. Let's go to some comments here. Then we're going to bring Leighton on. Hobby Champ says, where I disagree with Victor on rookie. Oh, we did that one. My bad. Sorry about that. Triple V says, I see more and more vintage content nowadays. Fewer investor types, thankfully. That's good to hear. The Battery says the most discouraging thing in the hobby is that Victor hasn't finished his man cave. It's coming, guys. It's coming. What's up, Colin Murray? Welcome to the show. Haley Besner, the card doctor. Welcome to the show, Haley. Timepiece Esquire, Josh Adams, Jeremy Lee, 2 of the smartest and best minds in the hobby. That's very flattering, which begs the question, why is this show not broadcast live from the Burbank West Coast Card Show? Michael Ham, Jordan, XRC or RC, which is the rookie? Oh, gosh. We're not going to get into that debate tonight, guys.
84 stars is rookie.
Victor, just say one or the other.
86 is the true rookie.
I'm going to say 84 star. I'm going to bring Leighton on for just so he can tell us. Leighton, what's yours?
84 star.
Thank you, Leighton. We'll be right back to you. Okay. Mark Santucci, does Victor consider Jack Morris rookie his tops 4 player or his Burger King? Which is his rookie card?
The tops 4 player. A Burger King is a regional issue, not considered for true rookie card.
Agreed. Clemente says, my thought is a company like Topps shouldn't put RC on every card for that player's first year. They should only do that on his first card that year, or make that the first card and have a different rookie card logo. So what he's saying, I think what he's saying is Topps could put out 20 sets in a year. Only the first set should get the rookie card. All the other sets, something different. To me, then it's like, then what I would say is, well, I think another way to look at that to Clemente Collector is, well, pretend that it's not Topps putting out 20 sets. It's 20 different companies putting out 20 different sets. In that case, would we have 20 different rookie cards? And I'm posing the question. And then Hobby Champ says, I'm fine with them deciding when rookie cards can be released, but beyond that, they have no say, in my opinion. I love Victor's passion for the topic, by the way. Okay, well, appreciate that from all you guys there. All right. Anything you want to mention here, Victor or Josh, before we bring Leighton on and let him join the conversation?
No, we're good. Let's bring on Leighton.
I'm good. Bring him on.
All right. Leighton, welcome back, buddy. How are you?
Good. How are you guys tonight?
Hey, Leighton.
You know everybody on the screen, so you've been listening. Anything you want to say about this whole rookie card topic?
I mean, I don't think I feel as passionate maybe as you guys do, but I do remember collecting 87 Topps baseball as a kid. And man, I felt rich having the Golden Cup, 9 of, was it maybe Casey Candell? I'm not sure, but certainly Bo Jackson Future Stars. And then Will Clark, I don't think had anything on his card. My point is, I just collected what I liked, but I do understand the debate. And I mean, to me, I think it's a lot to ask of a company, the card companies, to say, hey, only have an RC logo on one particular issue, because that's not really appropriate. In other words, if you're someone who happens to like Topps Fire, well, then it's still a rookie. It just happens to be Topps Fire. I don't know why I thought of that, but it's a weird brand.
Yeah. And I think Clemente, I didn't read Clemente's question like that. I think he was more referring to sets will have 2, 3, or 4 cards of a player in the set. And so rule of thumb is, historically now, is that the first card featured in that set is the rookie card. If there's a subsets are typically not considered true rookie cards.
Well, okay, I'm just going to go back to the comments. I'm reading it the other way, Victor. He says, just to clarify, my thought is a company like Topps shouldn't put RC on every card for that player's first year. Only do that on his first card that year, or make that card have a different rookie card logo. So I think he is saying among all brands in the year. And the problem I have with that is, and I think about the hockey lineup of brands that comes out from Upper Deck, often the first brand is MVP. That's not a brand of cards that anybody I know really collects. That's it's a low end product. It's mostly for, let's say, kids, I suppose, or whatever demographic you want to say. And so that if that was the case, well, then there'd be no people, I don't think, would collect. Well, they would still, but the whole rookie card allure would disappear almost completely, at least if the first brand to come out isn't among the most important brands in the suite of brands by that company.
Yeah, I agree with your take earlier, Jay Lee, that every set has a true rookie card, or it should have a true rookie card in it. So if they make 40 products, then you're going to have 40. You should have 40 true rookie cards.
I think so. Now, Leighton, and Josh as well. I mean, vintage, this is not an issue.
Right.
And so, on the for this episode, I said, does the rookie card still matter? I mean, that was a silly question to me. I mean, the short answer is yes, of course it still matters.
Sure.
But it matters less as time goes by, to me. I'm not saying to you or anybody else, to me. But Leighton, you're a vintage guy first and foremost. I know you dabble in modern. Do you, as a business at Just Collect, do you guys, how do you look at it? Like, does it, I know you said for you, you just collect what you like, but what are you noticing in the industry right now as far as maybe a decline, if at all? Are you noticing a decline in the interest or importance of the rookie card designation in newer cards?
Well, newer cards, I'm not the person to ask. But on vintage cards, what I have found, and I think this is interesting, I feel like, let's just say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if there was a 48 Bowman Yogi Berra rookie, that was his rookie. But now, and to be fair, I'm not a tip-top red expert, believe me, but I think Yogi might have like a 47. And I'm not saying it's his rookie or not his rookie, but I like that collectors who really appreciate maybe not the main issue are buying that early Yogi Berra card. And maybe they think it's a good investment. Maybe they just like it. Maybe it's, all of those reasons. I think there's a little bit of that going on. I've seen that, Jeremy. And I think it's really interesting because in some cases there's practical bargains, right? If you believe that card is that player's rookie. But then it also comes back to, and I think it's maybe a nice way to connect modern cards, even though I'm certainly no expert, especially on rookies. I actually like what's happening with modern cards. In other words, you don't just have to buy an Ohtani rookie to get a good Ohtani card. If you like NT baseball and you don't care about licensing, buy an Ohtani autograph. If you needed to have it on card and licensed, buy a Topps card. What I'm saying is, like, downtowns are popular, stained glass, all this other stuff. And none of those really are rookies. Well, I guess to be fair, some of them are rookies for the first player. But my point is, like, they're making a lot of nice looking cards. And you just choose what you like. And so, I don't know. Makes sense to me.
That's it right there. I think they're making a lot of nice looking cards, whether it's Color Blasts or Downtowns or whatever else there are these days. And hockey's got a bunch of great ones. Upper Deck's done some great inserts lately. Those cards, I feel like the card companies put more thoughts into those cards. The case hits, the box hits, all these things, the rarer inserts. They put more thought into and creativity into those than they do the base cards. And to me, Victor, I think that should be valued by us, the hobby. Whether, so, and I think we do value it. So that's why for me as a collector, I love my RCs up until 89 and mid 90s even. And then after that, I'm all about either RY, rookie year cards, or just other cool inserts from non-rookie years are cool too for me. Josh, you unmuted. You got something to jump in with?
I disagree, but also I think that regionals can be rookie cards. Like, I agree with, I think Yogi's 47 Tip Top could be his rookie card, but regionals were considered rookie cards again in the Dust era. So I think they still could be considered rookie cards. But regionals aren't as important as they are now, right? They don't have them really anymore. So
Victor, any follow up to that? And then we can change the topic. I think we'll do some comments.
I take What I have an issue with, and it's more respect out of history and tradition and the way things have been established. There's always been, at the heart of it, has always been that there should be a fair and equal chance at owning said card. A regional issue that's only available in Philadelphia from the month of May through July at participating Burger Kings is not fair and equal chance at owning said card. Now, two major changes that have happened with the rookie card, and this are the two biggest that I will admit to, is number one is pack pooled, nationally distributed. That has changed because of the internet. We can now get product exclusively from companies, but I still think that there needs to be an element of pack pooled. The other one is parallels. The view on parallels, even in the early 2000s, hobbyists did not consider parallels because they were kind of an annoyance. They were a disruption for set builders who were building sets, and they didn't want to mismatch the set with parallels. So they were more of a nuisance than anything, and they didn't evolve until the later 2000s as really desirable cards.
Yeah.
But in those two aspects, the hobby has evolved tremendously. I now consider parallels. I know that's not been a popular take with a lot of my viewership. They've come at me because I've changed my stance on that. But when you look at it overall, the hobby has accepted, the overall majority consensus has accepted parallels as true rookie cards.
Yeah. I want to congratulate the United States of America hockey team for beating Team Canada today. Congratulations. You know, I'm sad. I wanted Canada to win, but I think we got out goaltended. Connor Hellebuck, the best goalie in the world.
Yep.
And Canada's goalie Binnington let in 4 softies in 2 games. And I think that's a big part of it. So congratulations to all of our American friends, including you 3 on the screen with me right now. That's awesome. It's a much more even game right now. Josh, what do you got?
Just hockey's the best sport in the world. Love Connor Hellebuck. He's having a great season. And yeah, too bad Dylan Larkin scored, but other than that, it was a great game.
Jake Gensel with a couple, and you live in Chicago. You're not a hockey only fan. You collect baseball, you collect basketball, you collect everything.
I collect everything, like basketball, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, a lot of vintage programs, pre-NFL stuff, pre-NHL stuff. I got a lot of crap.
All right, Leighton, I want to get see if you have a topic to bring in a minute, but we got some more comments still. How's your time right now, Leighton? I know you're on a short fuse tonight.
I'm doing great.
You good? Okay. So first of all, I want to say hello to Teapot. What's up, Teapot? Says it's calling Victor the rookie card expert, calling him the GOAT. Very nice. Terry Fortune says Crosby McDonald's changed everything. This is a big thing. McDonald's put out a Crosby card in 2005 or 6, and the hobby wanted it to be a rookie card, but the purists didn't. And Beckett Magazine made the official decision on that. That's who the authority was at the time, and they gave it the RC designation.
What card was that?
What's that?
What card was that? I'm sorry.
Sidney Crosby McDonald's rookie card 2005-6. Yeah. Now, sure, there's McDonald's everywhere, so it was nationally distributed. They came out of randomized packs. Just wasn't a hobby product. So I was okay with it personally, and it was a change. And the commenter said it changed everything. I don't know if it changed everything. Maybe it did. I don't know. I would question that, but
that was an exception that was made. Yeah.
It was an exception that was made. Yeah. Kinger says, like I've always said for hockey, how can the cup be a true rookie when it's the last set to be released every season? Rather, how and why is it so desirable? I'll never understand, because it's the highest end product. And like we said, each set gets a rookie card. I'm okay with that. Bobby Burrell says, without some type of structure, would give much needed rookie card. Sorry, I'm struggling with the way this is written, Bobby. I'm just going to read it as it is. Without some type of structure, gives much needed rookie card guidance, but letting the hobby deciding on rookie cards gives opportunity to exceed the. I'm not following. Let's go to the next one. Michael Ham says the rookie card is currently set per sport and is an insert example base Prism, Bowman First Auto, base Young Guns Upper Deck. I think so. Yes, each sport does it a bit differently. Hobby Champs wants to know from me, if the 91-92 Upper Deck Team Solani rookie card with the 92-93 in his NHL uniform is his true rookie. Well, 91-92, like Victor was saying before, they put prospects into every set, and there was an international tournament, so they're pictured on their international teams. Solani, Forsberg, all these guys, Lidstrom, they're in their, Team Finland, Team Sweden. But that was the first card in an NHL set. I consider that to be the rookie card. The next year, he's got a Young Guns card. I believe it's a Young Guns card, and it's him in his Winnipeg Jets uniform. I can tell you what, my whole life I wanted that first card. Now I don't care about that first card. I want the second card because it's in the Jets uniform. So I just don't care what Beckett Magazine or the Hobby generally says is the RC. I don't need to want that card. I can say it's a rookie card, but I don't need to want it necessarily. And Skeppy says, why does it have to be fair and equal? I love that question. Why does it have to be fair and equal? And let's go around the table with that question. I don't want to end with you on that one, Victor, but Leighton, are you willing to take a stab at why does it have? Because we all nodded our heads when Victor said it. And Skeppy says, but does it? And I think that's a fair question. So, Leighton, what are your thoughts?
Oh, sure. So I was nodding my head when Victor said it because I thought it was a very interesting point. So the reason why I was nodding my head is I was specifically considering the 84 Star Jordan. I mean, I can tell you as a really young kid, it feels unfair to me, right? I didn't have any chance at 84 Star Jordan. My dad wasn't taking me any games. There wasn't any distribution that I knew of in central New Jersey. But yet a lot of people, myself included, say, hey, that might be his main rookie card. And so you bring up this whole idea of fair and equitable, or however you put it, Victor. And so on the one hand, and I'm not an attorney, right? It sounds really well and good, like the language sounds really just fair, right? And great. However, I think part of collecting is actually the complete opposite, right? What store got allocation? And I'm not talking about these days. I'm saying back in the day, like what'd your local KB have? By the way, where I grew up, there was no Wawa where I could get to, but the Wawas I know in 1986 near my town, they had 86 Fleer basketball. And I begged my father to take me to Wawa. Would he take me? No. Is it fair? Maybe, maybe not. I still had food and shelter. My point is, it's a very interesting question that Victor posed, but I kind of agree. I don't remember the viewer's name that said it. It doesn't have to be fair and equal and equitable across the board. It's just an interesting topic to discuss.
Yeah, it was Skeppy who said it. Okay, we're gonna go to Josh too. First, let's say hello to Mojo Sports. Jay, what's up? Welcome to the chat. He says Wayne Gretzky rookie on my bucket list this year. Need to find a low grade one to start. Can definitely help you out with that. Kinger says it does say Jets on it though. If he's talking about the card number 21 and 91-92 Upper Deck, I hear you, Kinger. That's not enough for me. I'd want him in that uniform. Like when I have these paintings behind me, Solani's my all-time favorite player of any sport of any era. So would I want his Team Finland card up there that I grew up wanting and chasing? But I was a Winnipeg Jets guy. No, I think I'll go with the second-year card in the Jets uniform for my wall. And that says a lot. That helps me understand where I'm at. Okay. Josh, does it need to be fair and equitable?
Well, I think it is fair and equitable because you have the internet. And that's the great, equalizer. So now anyone can find an 84 Burger King card if they wanted it. They couldn't back in 84. Also, in the 50s and 60s, Topps issued cards regionally. If you were in Chicago, you couldn't necessarily get a Mickey Mantle card because they wouldn't issue them in Chicago. They issued the cards where the teams were. So, I mean, my dad would tell me stories. He would get, Leighton, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I don't know, but
I've heard theories, Josh, but unfortunately, I wasn't around then, and I don't have a time machine. But I've certainly heard that.
Mine is broken. I'm trying to fix it, but right now I don't either. But I like that idea that it should be fair and equitable. But I think it is fair and equitable now, and then that would lead to the idea of let the people decide. Right? That's the most democratic process. Let the people decide what the rookie card is. But I don't know. I like Victor's got great points either way, so I'm a big fan.
And I think, hey, we're having the discussion, right? I'm not. Right. I don't think any of us are trying to have our point become the gospel, right? Victor, let's finish this one off with you. You've heard all of these thoughts. Fair and equitable. How important is that these days?
Yeah, I think, and again, I was speaking to what was happening during the 1980s. Okay. And I still to this day respect that era. I do not take rookie card rules of today and try to apply them to cards prior to 2006. Okay. I don't like mixing that. It's not fair. Fair and equitable is important because agendas. And that's how come if we let the goose run, we're going to try to find and create something to create demand somewhere, because people are going to have agendas. And so there has to be boundaries set in place in order to, boundaries are also known as guardrails, in order to bring structure and fairness to everybody and not try to manipulate the market. And that's always been at the heart of the people who were making those decisions back then, which was Dr. Beckett. And so I respect that. And I think it's good because I believe in guardrails. I believe that it needs to be structured because things have gotten out of control. And that's at the heart of what I'm doing, is basically trying to bring those lines of clarity. And I'm not saying that one rookie card is better than the other, or that no, what I am doing is properly classifying and identifying cards as they are. I'm not saying that a rookie insert is not a valuable card or a desirable card. I love them myself, but I'm not going to say that it's a true rookie card because it doesn't line up with historical standards or legal standards.
So yeah, and you're respecting the rules as they were in the era. And see, I'm actually willing to take a different perspective for myself. And when we talk about, of course, the big one being the Jordan, of course, I'm not going to get into the Jordan card.
Please don't.
But I'm just going to say that with the internet nowadays, if there is a regional product and, right away within minutes, you can buy them online, to me, that's fair and equitable. Yeah, I didn't get it right. I didn't walk into the stadium and get the card, but I have access to it just with this whole global economy thing. I'm willing to bend a bit that way. Okay, Michael Ham says each set of eras has different rules related to the RC, and we try to bring that through time. Too many things have changed. The rules don't and cannot apply through time. Consistent with what you just said, Victor. Clemente wants my opinion of the O-Pee-Chee versus the U.S. Gretzky. He's talking about the O-Pee-Chee and the Topps Gretzky. Are they both true rookies? Yes, 100%. Just like in the 80s, the Donruss, Fleer, and Topps cards, the Boggs rookies are all true rookies. I completely consider both to be true rookie cards, Theo. And Hobby Champ, Solani rookie season Young Guns is so much better looking, pretty low pop. I agree. It is also a better looking card. Michael Ham says Jeremy Lee has the one true rookie card. Yes, you made it for me, buddy. Congratulations, Thorsten, on the U.S. win. Very happy for my U.S. friends, even though I am sad myself about it right now. Okay, Leighton, we're going to bring on Mike Baker here in a couple minutes, but Leighton, I know your time is your time. You said you had about half an hour tonight. How is your time though? Do you want to? You want to stay on for a bit, or are you ready to have a little discussion and get going?
Well, I have just a couple minutes, but I was going to ask, you guys as well as the audience, because I was discussing this with Dan from Dan's Vintage Baseball PC on YouTube on Trading Card Therapy the other day, and I was curious, what is everyone's favorite vintage baseball set? Dan voted for, I believe, 1953 Bowman Color because, and I quote, or roughly speaking, he said, in his opinion, every card being a real photograph is just really a work